Hey, what is up everyone? I hope you're having a fantastic day, and for you that the day didn't go as planned, I hope this video will bring a bit of joy or like put a smile into your face, because in today's video I'm going to show you how to get the best formation out of your team in FIFA 20. Now, before going into it, I would really appreciate if you guys put a like to this video, of course if you enjoyed it, subscribe and turn your notifications on to keep yourself updated. Of course, this will also help me, but consider it as a gesture. So in this footage, I'm actually playing with Liverpool. I mean, since I'm a fan and 2009. And since it's one of the teams that I enjoy playing, since it has a counter-attack formation which is better than every other team out there. Now, in this particular video I'm playing a 4-4-2 formation, the flat one, and in front I have Salah and, I'm sorry, not Firmino, Mane, and on midfield I of course have Chamberlain, Wijnaldum, Fabinho and Henderson, while in defense I have Robertson, Arnold of course, Joe Gomez and Van Dijk, and of course as a goalkeeper we have Alisson. Now mostly what you want to do is that if you have, let's say, Real Madrid, Barcelona, PSG, you go for a 4-4-2 formation. The reason you do that is because, let's say, you have Bale and Hazard that run fast, but then you have Benzema. And if you do a 4-4-3, then that is bad because Benzema will hold you, and that is only for, well, I'm going to explain later on why the 4-4-3 formation is good, but the reason, I mean, if you want to do counter-attacks and to score a lot of goals, you need to go for the 4-4-2 or for the 5-4-1, and that's how you can, I mean, with those two formation, that's the best way of making counter-attacks and scoring a lot of goals. If you're going to go for a 4-4-3, then it means that you're going to play like a calm game, and that is only if you're going to be satisfied with just, like, let's say 2 goals, 3 goals, and I'm not talking only for you but the whole game, so both teams scoring like 3 goals. The reason that happens is because, let's put it with Liverpool. They have Firmino. Of course, Firmino is an excellent player, and I really like him. I mean, he puts the team together. But if you play here, and I mean, if you want to play like I do, like with counter-attacking, then Firmino is not a good choice. The reason is because it's not that he's like the fastest player Liverpool has, but he's the slowest attacking player. Origi as well. So what you do is that you leave Firmino out and you leave him for extra time if the game goes there. If not, then, I mean, if all players are like, their energy is down, then you put Firmino and you'll do a lot of damage, let's say, scoring goals. But for now, I mean, the 4-4-2 formation is great. Of course, now, this depends. If you're playing with friends, let's say you have a PlayStation or an Xbox, doesn't matter, and playing with 2 consoles in the same screen, and playing with that friend often, you need to change up the formation. You do the 4-4-3 every time, he's going to know and predict every move of yours, and I'm pretty sure that has already happened. So what you need to do is just spice things up, meaning to change the formation to, let's say, a 4-4-3 false formation, false 9. You go for the 4-4-2, you go for the 4-5-1, you go for the 5-4-1 and let's say 4-2-4. These are formations that you need to change up. The reason you do that is because you understand your game. I mean, of course, let's say in this particular game you want to play holding the team, and another like game, the next one you're going to play in attack. You know what formations to use, but your opponent does not know how you're going to play those games. The reason is because he's not used to those formations and not used to how the players run into the game, into the field. And I mean, if you're checking this, this gameplay of mine with PSG, it's actually my worst game, one of my worst games ever. But if you're going to see, my players go from the left to the right in a matter of seconds, and let's see, there's a goal. Now what I want to show you guys is the formation, how it looks. Now as I said, we're going to play a 4-4-2 flat, and actually the formation that I'm currently doing is not the same one as I used on the field, on the footage. The reason is because I didn't actually record the formation while I was playing, so I had to redo it a bit later on. Now, as I said, Mane and Salah up front, and Chamberlain, Fabinho. In this case, I actually used Milner instead of Henderson because I wanted fresh legs, better legs. Don't get me wrong, it's not that I'm saying that Henderson is better than Milner, but what I was trying to say is that I needed somebody that is a bit fast and goes like it's not that, because Milner he's not a very good shooter, and actually Henderson is. I mean, as my preference of shooting. Regarding tactics, I used actually the pressure on heavy touch. The reason I do so is because I don't want my players to lose their energy fast in the game, and the width I make that small because I want them more centralized, and I put them a bit back. That's why the depth is also back, and like the fast build-up helps you to counterattack. Now, the reason I've not left that as anything else is because it's the counterattack. It's not that it's always to be like pressing the L1 and the triangle. I'm just saying that for PlayStation users, to send the ball up top and just like press square and finish scoring. Now, in roles, I've actually left Milner as the captain because when it substitutes, Henderson will be the captain, and of course it's a better fit than Van Dijk. Although there are some points where you want the team to be, let's say, to be more, how can I put it this, to actually be on the middle of the game, so in the middle of the field, like not going a lot forward and not going backward, so not holding back but not going, so playing in the center of the field. That's what I'm trying to say. Van Dijk will help you with that. It's actually a trick that I learned throughout the way, that changing captains does change the way how players play. I don't know if that made sense, the last part. Anyways, now what you do is with Fabinho, I mean, you do balanced attack, you do balanced crossing runs, and you do aggressive interception. The same thing you do with all defenders. Let's say with Gomez. Now, you do the stay back while attacking, and you do the aggressive interception. I would suggest for like a few defenders. Now, what changes with the left defender, in my case Robertson? I don't know if you like, let's say, with, well, I don't know which team you like or which team you support, but in my case with Robertson, he always attacks, even if I do aggressive interception, even if I do like mixed attacks or normal interceptions and balance attack, he always will be the aggressive type. Now, what I want you to change on that is that I want you to change the aggressive interception, and you either leave it on normal interception or in conservative interceptions. Now, in my case on Robertson, into the into the run type, I want you to leave it overlap. The reason is because, let's say you, so this is how I go forward. I pass from Alisson to Van Dijk, from Van Dijk to Robertson, and from Robertson I press L1 plus X to Milner, and from Milner to Keita, and from Keita I press the triangle, and the ball goes to Robertson. From Robertson I have Mane, I turn it back to Milner, depending on how many defenders the opponent has, but you need to leave it overlap. The same might go for Arnold, but the reason I don't do that much is because Chamberlain is a lot faster than Keita. And I don't know what the stats show. I haven't really looked them at much, or not really paid much attention. But I definitely see it on the game that Chamberlain is a bit faster than Keita. Now, on Mane and Salah, you leave conservative interception, okay, and you don't like the defensive type. You leave that at stay forward. The same thing that I'm currently doing. Now, this is one of the best Liverpool formation that I've used in a lot of time. Anyhow, you leave this, I mean, if you want, and do another like formation, and so you leave that as an ultra attacking formation, and whenever you're feeling a bit down, like you're not having the best game, you change it up, and with the arrows you just put it into ultra attack, and that's about it. I mean, you put it fast build up, don't forget that. If you're the kind of person that likes making passes throughout players and making a good gameplay, although, sorry, because it's not my place to say what a good gameplay is at this part. Now, in order for you to get the best formation out of your team is knowing how you play. In my case, I like playing in counterattacks, but as I said, if you like playing more into the central, if you don't like a lot of goals, if you, I don't know, if you want to play with like 5-star players, with Firmino and Shaqiri in my case, but I don't like showing skills. I'm not really good at it, so I don't really like doing those. But anyhow, that depends, always depends on the type of game that you have. If you like, let's say, want counterattacks, want a lot of goals, just follow up with my formation and play the 4-4-2. Okay? Now, if you want a more centralized game, central field, and go with skills, you go for the 4-5-1. You can go for the 4-4-3 false formation, but that is only if you're, let's say, good in wings, let's say. So you have your good stats and good gameplays through wings if you go wings with the player, because that formation is not made for central. I don't know if you ever heard, from others or not, but that formation is not made for central. Some guys, yes, they do say, it's the best central formation ever. It allows you to go through the middle of the field and break through the opponent's defense, and allows you to score goals, depending on the skills, of course. But I'm pretty sure that all you guys that are looking this video have a lot of skills, but are just trying to find the best fit for yourselves. But you should understand the concept of the team that you're playing with. If the teams are having like fast players, you go for counterattack. Believe me, it's even if you're not good at it, you go for counterattacks. You're going to be left empty with just a few passes, and your stats are going to go up a lot faster. That's about it regarding the formation part. Just a quick recap. Find the best fit of your gameplay and go with, for me, top 4 formations are the 4-4-2, top 3, 4-5-1, and the 4-3-3 false formation. Now that I played with Firmino. Why? Because he's very good in central and keeps the team contained, so nobody lashes out and I am not caught off guard. Because as much as I really like counter-attacking, I'm not very good at keeping the defending part of the team in check. And you just saw it. I wasn't very good at defending at that point. Anyhow. Oh, you see? This is my 4th goal, actually. Now, that's all you need to do. Of course, he's without a goalkeeper. But you see? Alexander-Arnold was all alone in there. And if you're just going to use the analog, not the left analog, the right one, and just press it twice forward on the movement that you're making, depending on the movement, you're going to run a bit faster, and from there you just either press the L1 and the triangle, or the L2 and the circle, and in my case, I'm either going to pass the ball or cross it to Salah or Firmino, and I'm going to be on 1 versus 1 with the goalkeeper. Anyhow, before I let you guys go, I really appreciated you guys watching this video. Of course, I would really appreciate mostly if you guys drop a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the video. Of course, not forget to turn on the notification bells. Sorry about that. I'm getting a little bit tired. Anyhow, I'm just going to go now, and see you guys in the next video.
2 minutes. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain takes on the shot. The goalkeeper paying the price. The goal unguarded. The goal conceded. Well, the game petering out a little bit now, with both sides settling for what's on the scoreline. Vast difference between the two teams. And there is